everybody. Terri Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer here. And believe it or not, this broadcast is going to have to be a little shorter than the one I do. I have to be off in about an hour, hour and a half. I don't know if I'll go that long, but I do need to be off by then. Why? Because come Wednesday, I am going to start my book tour. My husband and my dog are going to be here at home taking care of the house, but I am going to be on a jet plane on my way to do a book tour. And I'm so excited. I'm actually going to be careful, going to be safe. And all of that implies. But yes, I'm going to be doing that. And it's all about the Giggling Pumpkins book. Let me just show it to you again. If you're interested in getting this, the pre-sale price has expired, but you can still get it. Or if you're going to be in the Indiana area, then I can send you my schedule, or you can look on the website. It will be up there later on. But yes, this book is available. If you buy bulk, you're going to save some money. So you got to reach out to me via Messenger or email me, terri@terrihardin.com, and you can find out if you want to buy in bulk, okay? All right, so that's the book tour happening Wednesday. Oh my goodness, so much to do and so much to get done. So yeah, lots rolling in, lots happening. One of the things I wanted to share with you is the absolute fact that, and I should have kept it, silly me, but I'll do it again. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay, cool. Let's see. Here we go. I'm just going to jump right in. Here it is. Here it is, right here. Okay, there it is, folks. Outrageous Pumpkins. New season, Sunday, October 3rd. Woo! Sunday, October 3rd. I am a judge on that show. I have been given the go-ahead to now let you guys know that, yes, we shot another show, and it's going to debut on October 3rd. And my amazing tribe told me that yesterday they showed the old shows, and they will do that again. They will probably do a little bit of a countdown to October 3rd, which surprises me. Which excites me because I will be most likely, I'm out of town when it debuts. So we're going to, my friend and I hopefully will be able to watch it together. My author friend Lynette and I, while we're doing our book tour, will be able to watch it on a Sunday night, October 3rd, to see it. Yeah. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Ah! So exciting. Anyway, lots to do. I have to pack. I have to make sure of the right, that I have everything available I don't want to miss anything. Don't want to forget anything. And then I'm bringing your books back to you. So I'm so excited. So remember, if you want a Giggling Pumpkins book, it says low battery. So obviously the plug must not have plugged in, and my battery's in the house where I'm not. So we'll do the best we can, but we'll quickly show you this. The Giggling Pumpkins book. Again, here it is. Doing the book tour, doing the whole thing. If you order before October 5th, you get it signed by both people. You get it signed by me and the author. So, oops. All of a sudden Siri is telling me I just want to let it rest. There we go. Now I'll let it rest. Because obviously last night it didn't charge, which I thought it did. But hey, I had 2 family days. I gave myself 2 family days. So it's Monday. Hi. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a little weird and strange. I know. I talk about all kinds of things across the board, usually Disney based. Today it's Ted Lasso. You saw the little thumbnail. Oh my gosh. My favorite show, my team won. Now I know what you feel like if you're a Dodgers fan or you're a football fan or whatever, because I was just like hysterical the entire night. I was, but I wasn't surprised. I knew Ted Lasso was going to take it across the board. I Oh gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. And understand, my husband points out these are Emmys for the first season. Yeah, these are Emmys for season 1. So if you have season 2, if you've seen season 2 and you said, "Hey, what about that wonderful actor who played Sam Abasanya," which is my guy, right? I love this guy. His big breakout is actually season 2. So I am praying he gets a nomination and he wins an Emmy for season 2. And I love this picture. This is, get the picture in the thumbnail, is adorable. I'm so happy to everybody. The whole cast won, so they can all, hold their imaginary Emmy, because the entire cast won Best Comedy Ensemble Cast. And it's just such a good show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Apple Plus. Apple Plus is only $5 a month. And if you get an Apple product, it's free for 3 months. Many people have been telling me. So there's ways to get Apple Plus. Please watch it. It doesn't have a lot on it. It does have The Morning Show, which just dropped their second season on Friday. And I am hoping I'll be able to watch it because my husband doesn't like it. So I have to watch it when he's not around because it's too much like work for him. And he goes, ugh. He just says, I like to go to work. I mean, I'm working and I'm doing a great job, which he is. But, sometimes you don't want to take your work home with you. No matter how much you even if it's your favorite thing, sometimes you don't want to take it home with you. So you want to kind of chill and do something else that has nothing to do with moving yourself forward. If you're not watching this live, please post in the comments a hello. And before I forget, Friday looks like I am going to be doing an Ask Me Anything. Hopefully I'll be able to have the author come on, my friend Lynette Eklund, and maybe we can just have a chat. We won't have the fancy cameras, so get excited about these fancy cameras right now as I drink my shake. Yummy. But at least we'll have a camera and we'll be able to talk to you because I'm going to be in the middle of a farm. Maybe I can show you her beautiful farm. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and we love, we city people really love when someone has a lot of acres, and she does. Yeah, something like 36 acres or something like that. A lot of land. So that's going to be super, super, that's going to be really, really fun. Right? That's going to be really, really fun. So yeah, I am just beside myself. Like I was doing the happy dance. I was like, yip, 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 yip. Because not only is Ted Lasso a great series, show, sitcom, but they all care about each other. It's like you guys ever do theater? Any of you out there? I'm sure you have. And when the group is good, when the group comes together and they're all about making a good show and everybody's happy and there's not that tension between certain performers and stuff, it just all is a big, wonderful wheel. I call it Foster Farms with the chickens. Production loves us. We love production. We love it. We care about each other. And we're always, about making a great commercial or series of commercials, over 40 to be exact. But the Foster Farms chicken commercials, that's what I feel about. Every time I go, it's like a family reunion. Every time I work, it's with puppeteers who are about each other, and it's lovely. Doesn't always happen, right? I kind of think the Muppet Show, the Jim Henson Muppet Show back in London, was just that way, where everybody pooled together to create a great show and to make something amazing. And that always feels so good, and it doesn't always happen. Ted Lasso is this show. And if you got to see the Emmys, if you didn't get to see the Emmys, Google them, because you got to see everybody do their acceptance speeches. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. And I can't. I'm so happy. I'm just really, really, really. So I had to do the thumbnail for Ted Lasso today. Yay. Just love the show. Just love the show. The last episode was very weird and strange, and a lot of people comment on various episodes of the show. Well, this last one was really out there. And many people commented, didn't really like it. Some people said, nah, other people went, But the thing about Ted Lasso is it's a story. It's not necessarily a sitcom. when I look at situation comedies, it's kind of like there's a lot of them that I know about them kind of button them up in each little bubble. So each season is a little bubble and a little bubble. In the case of something like Friends, it does one carries over into the other, and Big Bang Theory, same thing. They kind of blended in, but they are not like Ted Lasso. And Ted Lasso, even though they're excellent series, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, they're amazing. But this one is more kind of funny, like we love in Big Bang and those series, to heartfelt, deep, like This Is Us. Okay, it's kind of like they meet and make something really quite amazing, really deep, really amazing, really exciting. And what it does for me as a character actor is gets me excited about actors I may not have seen before, or I may have seen before, but really, really love them and then realize I might have seen them somewhere else. So let's take the actor who plays Higgins. And if you don't know who Higgins is, you're going to go to Apple Plus. You're going to invest in at least a month or two and binge watch Ted Lasso. You will not be sorry you did. And if you are, then it's okay. If it turns out it's not the series that you love, it's not everybody, maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea. Understand that Roy, who the actor who plays Roy Kent, the character swears all the time because he's a footballer. So he swears all the time. This particular guy, it is his dialect. And the actor is very good at it. He's very sweet. He's very darling. But if you're someone who just kind of can't handle the profanity, and you can't get past that for the character, then it might not be your cup of tea. But it's good for the show. The show, it's important. This is the character. And we know characters like this that use certain profane words as a vowel, as a verb, as a noun. It seems to be the only word they know, and they kind of put it every other sentence, don't they? And we still love those people. We just have to kind of, get used to that kind of speaking, don't we? Because it's like another language when you meet people like that. I can remember a producer that I know, and I'm not even going to name her, but that was the way she was. And you kind of just like, here she comes, get ready. But he's excellent. He's wonderful. He's great. He won an Emmy last night. Congratulations. As did the amazing actress who plays Rebecca, and she shared it with the actress who plays Keeley. And she said that without Keeley, there is no Rebecca. And I agree. If this is confusing you, again, Apple Plus for $4.99 a month, binge watch it. And, if you're on a budget, skip a Starbucks, binge watch it, because it's really worth it. It's an amazing, it's so amazing. And I hope they go on for a while. I hope they have. They thanked their writers, and they thanked everybody in the room in a quiet, and that's the way to do it. The ensemble, the whole nut is working together like an Escher drawing to create a beautiful product, a beautiful experience. And that's what it's about. Creating an experience, not just selling a product. Do you hear me, Mr. Chapek? Don't just sell the product, create an experience. That's what Imagineers do. And that's what we all should do. If we want people to really enjoy what we're putting out there, we need to create an experience, and we need to think about others. We need to be about others. There you go. There you are. Anyway, if you're watching this after the live broadcast, post in the comments, say hello, and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Because it is an unusual channel. It is a lot of talking because that's what I do. But you can listen to it like in the background podcast. Many of my followers do. But I'd love to have you if you're interested. And then join my Patreon page, patreon.com/Terri Hardin. If you want to have a voice, if your voice wants to be known, we'd love to have your voice in there as well. Okay, what else was I going to share with you? Oh, it's not that late, Patrick. Don't worry. If Patrick is watching, I want to make sure I did this for Patrick. So as an Imagineer, I speak with a lot of artists. And one of the things that I speak with artists too is trying to figure out how they might make a little more money doing what they love. Now, Patrick Byers, Byers, out of Canada, is an amazing artist, and his stuff is very, very different to me than I've seen in the past. I mean, it feels like games. It feels like, honestly, there's a lot of things that I think he could actually do. His work is so compelling. And yet he did these stickers. He made these beautiful stickers, and he's just curious as to where to sell them. So I was just going to do a shout out to Patrick. You can find him at Patrick Byers on Instagram. He's really cool, but I was going to pull these up so you could see it. So you guys just get to see it. Aren't they cool? All his original art. So like I said, this poor girl, her head is eaten inside. I'm actually going to open these eventually, but you see there's this beautiful warrior woman, and he always gives them like a little accessories in here. Isn't it cool? And then this guy, I thought this guy was cool. I tend to like his aliens. He does all kinds of things. And then look at this sweet one. This is like a puppet. It comes in components, and you put the head on top of there, and then he has legs and stuff. You can kind of see it in the back. You know, maybe in the next one I do, I'll take them apart and actually play with them a little bit. But I wanted you to see them because he's really, really talented. And I kept meaning to share these with people. And I kept promising him I would. And then I just, you know, got wrapped up in my own life, which is no excuse, honestly, guys. But let me show you here what he's got that I thought was super nice. Just going to pull out all the... I'm going to put his magnets up on my wall. But here are all his characters. Isn't this great? Look at this, guys. Look at all of these characters that he did. He's super talented. I think a gallery or two has discovered him finally. It's about time. But he's really talented. He does great work. And I just wanted to do a shout out to Patrick because he's a really sweet person, very talented artist. I like it because it's edgy art, you know, very edgy art. You know, it's really super edgy art, but it's really neat. So reach out to Patrick on Instagram and tell him you love his art. Follow him. Reach out and say, hey, can I get some stickers? And if you want to buy them or whatever. But, you know, mainly I just want you to know that there are brilliant artists out there, and they deserve a little love. Exactly. Yes. Yes. So I wanted to do that. Also, my friend Steven, he sent me this. It was so sweet of him to send me. As you know, I do Ghostbusters, so let me show you the dog that he sent me. Turns out Weta is a lot like me. They're starting to do toy product, and it's called the Weta Workshop, and they're doing... they did a few things from Ghostbusters, Dark Crystal, and Labyrinth. So Google Weta Workshop and see what they have for sale. Steven also says that you can, if you look around, you might be able to get them at a better price. So, you know, check it out. But again, it's all about this presentation. Look at how cool my dog looks. And this is the shorthorn dog. My dog that Sigourney Weaver turns into, the way you can tell is that it's the shorthorn dog and then the longhorn dog. So the longhorn dog is actually the one that Rick Moranis turns into, and the shorthorn dog is my dog. I helped in the bed sequence on the bed when the coats get thrown over the longhorn dog and eventually overtake Rick Moranis in the original Ghostbusters film. But the shorthorn dog is the one in the refrigerator and in the door, which is me. So thank you, Steven, for sending me that. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did. I always like to see how others are interpreting toys and if they're selling. In today's world, you know, you've got Sideshow that does the supercalifragilistic replicas. And they're cool. They're really lovely. I think they have like replicas of every lightsaber you can possibly think about. I don't know how those are doing compared to Disney when you go to Galaxy's Edge and you can buy one and outfit it for yourself. They have quite a few too. And who knows, maybe Sideshow has a hand in doing those for Disney. You never know. So that's cool. That's excellent. But basically, lots going on this side. I'm actually looking at the different things. So I told you about Outrageous Pumpkins, October 3rd, and probably all the way going up to those release dates of Halloween Wars, Outrageous Pumpkins, Halloween Bake Off, all of that kind of stuff. They're going to do shows on the Food Network to lead you up to that, you know. And I am officially been allowed to market the new show, which is October 3rd. So please watch it. And then let people know what you think. Let me know what you think. If you liked last season's show, then you're going to love this one because they pulled out all the stops and it's really some intense competing and you'll enjoy it. I enjoy judging it. You'll enjoy seeing it. So super cool. What else was I going to share with you? Oh, I have the book tour. So if you're going to be in Indiana and you're interested in Giggling Pumpkins, please join me for the book tour. There's a place called it just went out of my head. I've been saying it all day, every day. Warm Glow. Well, there it is. Whew, Mondays. Warm Glow, which is a building that looks like a giant melting candle in Indiana. And they are having what is called their fall festival. And it's going to be pumpkins and it's going to be Halloween art. And we'll be there signing our book. Lynette Eklund and I will be there signing our book. But I also want to tell you that there's a great radio station called G101, and there's a morning show by my friend Rick Duncan, by our friend Lynette and our friend Rick Duncan. And it's in the morning. It's Eastern time, around 8:30 in the morning, I believe, is when he goes on air. But that might be that. And I have to be careful. But I think it's the beginning. In any case, go to G101. Google it. G101 Indiana. And it will pop up and give you places to go to hear it. You can go to their website. You can click on listen, stuff like that. All kinds of stuff like that. If you want to hear us live on Thursday, 23rd. Yeah. So I'm excited about it. Super excited about it. I love Rick. But we're also going to be doing a coffee house that is going to be amazing. Roscoe's Coffee Bar, which is run by an amazing guy named Zach, and can't wait to do that. We're going to actually sit and talk about our book and art and why we love what we love and why I love coffee. You remember my husband has been doing the magic. So I kind of wish my husband could go to this because this guy not only is a coffee person, probably Zilla, but he's actually made a beautiful place and it's done very, very well. And it looks like he's going to open another location if he hasn't already. It's just, he's doing well. And I'm very honored to be a part of it. Thank you to Mayor Dave Snow of Richmond, Indiana, who is a dear friend of mine and became mayor after taking a pumpkin class. True story. Yeah, he loved the pumpkin class. So he came and took it live with me when Lynette Eklund, my best friend and the author of this book, had corn mazes. And I would come and demo and teach classes. And Dave Snow and I got together with his mom and his girlfriend, and we all carved in freezing weather. And he just loved it. It opened a whole new area of creativity for him and confidence in him, that he drew a line in the sand and said, I can do this. Terry says, I can do it. I can do it. And if that's what I can do for you is tell you that you can do it, no matter who you are out there, then I'm here to tell you, you can do it. Absolutely. And I have a class coming up on October 30th, live in Anaheim. So if you want to make a trek out to Disneyland, you can make it kind of an event, and come join my class. And all you do is go to terrihardin.com. That's my website. And click on event schedule and you'll find the class. Okay. And talking to you reminds me that I need to tell my web designer about the new Outrageous Pumpkin Show, because we can now talk about it. Gosh, things are just moving at lightning pace. Are you feeling like they are? I'm just writing it down. I'm all about writing stuff down because it sticks in my head, and I've done it since I was a little kid. The calendar and the phone kind of works for me, but doesn't work as well as pen and paper. Yeah, where I can kind of look at it and see how crazy my schedule is inside. So there you go. So let's talk to you guys a little bit, because as I said, whoosh, I got about an hour left to talk about you and what you want to do And one more thing I wanted to talk to you about the hitchhiking ghost. If you happen to be an adopted parent of the hitchhiking ghost and you told me that you wanted them for Halloween, there's 5 of you, I think, that said that. Fear not. It looks like we are slowly moving. If you remember a train on ice where it sort of slips and it tries to grip, and it slips and it tries to grip, that's us. Just like Tesla, just like Apple, we are having the challenges. It's nice to be in that same name. Apple, Tesla, Terry. Ooh, kind of nice company to be in, isn't it? Tesla has announced, and many car companies have announced, that the chip that goes in the cars prevent you from getting a new one because they're having trouble getting them. As Apple announced that their challenges were about the same for their MacBooks, their iPads, etc., etc., etc. Well, me, it's the lighting system that goes into my little ghosts, because if someone sends you the wrong lights because they think you have all of this real estate to put the lights inside so these ghosts illuminate, guess again. Very, very prime real estate, small little guys. So, yeah, so actually, just let me show you real quick. I know I usually show you on a video, but let me just show you in, well, we'll use the black light ghost. They're the same size. They're just different. They're the same size as just the other ones illuminate. So here you go. You see how he's nice and thin, and then all of the electronics have to be housed in the base. So if I turn the light on here, you can see the base. Look at the size of the base. It's not, look at it in my hand, guys. It's not huge. And you can tell with my hand, he's not huge, right? So that's why, just like in the cars, everything has that specific amount of real estate in order to make these guys look so good. So that's the challenge that I have. And that's the challenge that continues to be something that you just cross your fingers, hold your breath, and pray a lot. And that's me, crossing my fingers, holding my breath, and praying a lot when it comes to that. Also, I mentioned the Rolly Crump chess set. It's coming along very well. Here is the 6th, the rough of the 6th piece, which is the rook. This is, of course, the clock. If you guys watched Disney Plus, you got a glimpse of this. Rolly did a Kit Bash version of this. So here it is. You can see by my hand, it is not short. Okay, these are big chess pieces, right? Right, yeah. I mean, this is a big chess set and a big chess piece. The squares are 2.5 by 2.5 inches as opposed to 1.5 by 1.5, which is a classic chess set size. So that's why I'm saying, when you look at this, you know, and you see that it's so big, that that's why I'm sitting here saying, you know, wow, this is going to be something else, right? Yeah, something else. But thought I'd just give you a sneak peek of this. This is the beginnings of the clock face and the rim, and then I did the little design. I'll be chatting with Rolly Crump tomorrow and giving him an update before I fly out for my tour. However, those clays won't be going with me, because any chance they could be touched or manipulated or something happened to them, because they're still in the clay stage, by someone who doesn't know how to handle them, is a danger. So they're going to be staying locked up here, you know, protected and everything. They're just going to be staying with me here, you know, because they got to stay safe. So yes. So anyway, there you have it. That's what's happening. Okay. If you want to buy the book in bulk, feel free to reach out to me or Lynette. We have bulk prices for those of you who want to order 25 or more. We have a really good deal. And so give us a shout out and we'll send you an invoice. Okay. That has to be invoiced directly to you, but it's a great way if you have a lot of family that might want the book, or you have a lot of friends, or you have a school, or you have an organization that might all want to have the book, then feel free to reach out to either one of us, me, Terry at TerriHarden.com, and we'll set it up for you. And if you order before the 5th, well, in some cases you can order after the 5th and could get both signatures, but it's going to be a little more challenging because I come home on the 6th. So just so you know. Okay. All right. There you go. let's go to you and your questions, and see what, I mean, not your questions, but let's see how you're doing today, Monday. Ask Me Anything Friday will happen, as I said, but it'll be on the farm in Indiana. Okay. Yippee-ki-yay. Finally got it. Yes. Mondays are so, I've stopped being, hi, Janny. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Back. I have to say that I've just stopped being shocked by Mondays because they get me every time. Monday is such a wild day. And they tell you not to speak it, but if I don't prepare for it, it always, and today is so busy. I mean, it is just, every inch of it is packed of stuff I've got to do. So, let's see if my friend did not. Yeah. I got to call him later, because if he doesn't respond and I don't go and we don't have a connection. So anyway, I'm talking in riddles. Let's just talk to you for a while. Good morning. Hello, Bob Berdeen. Thanks for joining us. Whoop, whoop. Have a fabulous tour. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. And it's a book I really love. This Giggling Pumpkins book, hardbound, made in the USA, which is the thing we really, really fought with. And we produced it through a publisher called Kids at Heart. And Shelley has been really great. And we're excited to have an event at her facility and promote the book right there and help her as well. So it's all about helping each other. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. And I've got another book happening, and I want to chat with Shelley about possibly being the publisher for that. Don't know if it's going to work. May want to have it somewhere more on the West Coast so I can put my paws on it, since it's my book. But we'll touch base. We'll see. We'll see what she has to say. But this was great. This was really great. Shelby, how are you? It was, but not surprising, Shelby. I was not surprised. I was just happy that the Emmys realized what a beautiful gem they have in this Apple Plus show, and what a beautiful gem Apple Plus has. Because if you watch Apple Plus, no offense, Apple Plus, but you don't have a lot on there for us to watch. So Ted Lasso is your hook and keeps us there. So treat them well, treat them really nice. And then the morning show is another one I think is also brilliant. And it was smart enough to drop right along Ted Lasso kind of concluding their second season. So we're going to stay to see the morning. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Morning show is such a good show. So there's a couple shows on there, but there's not a ton. Like Disney Plus has so much content, you can barely breathe. You're like overdosing on Disney Plus content, because you can visit the nostalgic movies. You can learn about Walt. You can learn about Pixar. You can learn about Marvel. It's just such a great channel. My husband doesn't find as much as I do, but I'm a Disney artist, so I guess I'm finding, there are things I just love to watch, and I continue to love to watch them. So, and then I like to revisit stuff. So I started to talk about the character of Higgins, and then I didn't finish. Higgins is a character on Ted Lasso. He was there. He looked adorable. I think he was also holding an imaginary Emmy. Was so cute. But he won just like everyone else. But Higgins is an amazing British actor. Amazing actor that I've seen in British television. He may or may not be British. I'm making some assumptions here. I shouldn't. But I think he is. His wife actually is on the show as well. Ted Lasso, I'm still speaking of. So the two of them are adorable. So cute. So sweet. And I started to backpedal into Higgins' career, where he plays, if you guys love Downton Abbey, which I do, obviously, he plays a character called Sprat, a butler to Maggie Smith's dowager. So if you are going, hey, that's where I saw him, revisit that on Netflix so that you can see him do that character, which is lovely. And then if you want to go even further, dig even deeper, watch him on Doc Martin. And I'm sure he's probably been in Midsummer Murders. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm starting to follow the Higgins thread. As there's another character in Downton Abbey that I just love, which is Mr. Mosley. Mr. Mosley is such a wonderful character, and the behind the scenes say he's a comedian, really good at doing physical comedy. And I absolutely love this guy too. Just a really, really amazing actor. He has a real good ability of making his eyes look really teary, like he's on the verge of crying. And in certain scenes, it just really gets you. But we read that he was in an episode of Doc Martin, and I said, wait a minute. And I knew he was Morwenna's father when they come over from Africa to see Morwenna, and he plays the dad. It's so good. It's so good if you get a chance to see it, if you're one of those people that likes to follow people. But it all started with the actor who plays Higgins on Ted Lasso. And I said, let me just see if we can see what else he's done. What other yummy thing has he done? And we followed the thread through Downton Abbey and all the way back to Doc Martin, or maybe back to Downton Abbey and then over to Doc Martin. Okay. And if you're a Doc Martin fan, which has nothing to do with Ted Lasso, but it's another great, it's a great series done in Britain, and I love British television. And you were one of the people that was hanging on the edge of their seats at season 9 because they said maybe they were going to do a season 10, maybe because COVID-19 kept pushing it back. Well, guys, you'll be happy to hear it's in the can. So they have filmed it. It's done. They've left Cornwall, and now it's working on production. So we should see it sometime in 2022. Yay! So the shows we love are working hard to give us the content that we want. We were really nervous about Doc Martin because Doc Martin was at a point where they were seriously done. They had been doing it for 12 years. Like little kids that were on the show had grown up, a lot like Downton Abbey. So, and Downton Abbey has a film that's also in the can, also done, coming out next year. So, woohoo! You know, many people are excited about Star Wars, Mandalorian, all those kind of spinoffs from there, which I am because I'm a Star Wars nut. But when it comes to good acting, really, really good, juicy, wonderful, yummy acting and writing, oh my gosh, I am so impressed when someone has a story that goes over several seasons and just is so tight that it makes me wonder, how were they able to do it in the beginning when they were kind of fledgling and make it explode to the extent that I'm hooked, like This Is Us, for example, I mentioned before. So I'm so excited. Ted Lasso, just doing the happy dance. My feet cannot stop moving. Feet don't fail me now because I'm celebrating them. Good morning. Hi. Hello, Francisca. I got to tell you about Francisca. We were at the Chuck Jones Society for Creativity, and she's wearing a mask and I'm wearing a mask. We're indoors. We're all wearing masks. And I'm carrying her book in my bag because she wants to pick it up at the event. And all of a sudden, and she doesn't say anything like, did you bring my book or anything? And people are kind of hard to recognize, except for me because I've got the dreadlocks. But people can be difficult to recognize behind the mask. I did not recognize her I knew who she was, but didn't realize she was this lady here. I think she was punking me. She was having a real good time punking me at the show. But all of a sudden, the realization was quite hilarious. We all kind of fell back and laughed, and she's an absolute cutie pie. So that's cool. Hello, Joseph. Yes, outrageous. Yes, so excited. Pumpkin show is coming. Kevin, hi, Kevin. Just wanted everyone to know I received my liver transplant. Yay! Another reason to do the happy dance. Here it is for you, Kevin. Okay. He had a difficult time, 4 surgeries, 2 livers, and was lost on the table once, but brought back. Going on 1 month in the hospital. Thank you for all your prayers. They are much appreciated. Keep them coming. To you, baby. We love you, Kevin. And congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Let us know when you're, up and moving. That's going to take some time. Go easy, go slow, be safe. Watch out for, being in the hospital and being isolated in your room is a great place to be, isn't it? Right now. It's like my mom in the convalescent hospital. I'm so happy she's there because I get a COVID test every time I go. So tomorrow I get a COVID test because if the COVID test is any other thing but negative, I can't go see my mother. So I'm going to get a COVID test before I get on the plane the next day because the convalescent hospital tests me every time to go up and see my mother. So yay. Yeah, timing is everything, guys. Timing is everything. Congratulations, Kevin. So happy for you. Boop, 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 boop. Keep it going. Be safe, be well. You got a great nurse there, Kevin. I know you do. Hello, Leo Holzer. Angie. We're going to have a great week. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Weekend was nice because I tried really hard. I worked to make it 2 family days back to back. I still did a little bit of work. Okay. I had to ship out a package. Very important. And when I get back in the house, I got 2 more to ship out, one to my sister and one to Patrick, the one with the stickers I showed you earlier. I want to make sure they get their packages out before I leave for the book tour. And then I've got to just do things that need to get done before I leave, you know. And the list is like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do it? Oh. And if I get a chance to get some sculpting in, you know, I'll squeeze that in as well. Francisca says, so happy for you, Kevin. Prayers for continuing good health. See, we got good people on this channel. At Scary Farm, there is a show called Puppet Up. It's an adult improv puppet show. So good. Puppet Up. Oh, that's neat that it's there. What I'm curious about is if it has any of the original performers or if they taught new people. I don't know if you would even know that, Melissa. But Puppet Up is something that Brian came up with, I believe, with people like Alan Troutman. I forget others that were involved in it. I think Julianne Busher was involved in it for a while, but I don't know if she's involved with it or not. But that's exactly what it is, an adult puppet show. And people love it. How nice it's going to be at Knott's Berry. I mean, it's at Knott's. That's cool. They were touring before the pandemic, but of course, yeah. Breakfast accomplished. Thank you for allowing me to do that. But yeah, so know all about that. And indeed, hello, Michael. One guess where he's meeting friends today. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't know. Would that be McDonald's? Kidding. Disneyland, of course, I can almost bet it's Disneyland. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool, cool, cool. Steven made it. Just ordered the Weta Jen and Kira figures. I got to tell you something, Steven. I just shared my Zool with everybody. So if you missed it, you can run it back and see that I showed it and thanked you for it. I didn't say Stephen Golden. I just said Stephen. But now that you're here, I can say your whole name. So, yeah, super cute. And I thought those figures that were very good, too. Weta's got great sculptors involved. Chances are they may have another division that sculpts the toys as opposed to those that sculpt the actual creatures and things for the movies. But in either case, it's phenomenal. They're great. And thank you. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. Thank you very much. Mwah. Leo, Beard Story has a few great moments, but overall, I think it says didn't enjoy it nearly as much as the others in the series. Yes, correct. Now, Leo is one of my partners in crime that's like up to date with Ted Lasso. It's like it drops and we watch it. Now, Holly Mack, who I don't know if she's on here, she watches it 2 hours before we get it. Well, we get it at midnight. It drops midnight on Friday. And she can watch it at 10 before she goes to bed. So she's probably one of the first people that really gets to see the next episode. We are completely addicted to the show and love this show. And Leo's one of my partners. And so what he's doing is he's talking about this last episode that dropped that focuses on Beard, who's a wonderful, quirky character. And that's all I'm going to say. What I started to say about this particular episode is it may be a little, it's different, but we will maybe understand it better once we see the rest, because that's kind of what Ted Lasso does. It's sort of, like I told you before, it's not a bubble. It's not like a string of pearls where each episode sort of strings together in pearls and they kind of finish and then come back and finish characters. Same. it is like watercolors, where it flows into another, flows into another, and flows into another. And when you pull back, you've got the picture, right? You've got the whole painting. So we may not understand the components of the painting just yet, but we have a couple more series episodes to go through before we're going to know it, before they leave us. And then we're going to be like, we got to wait till you do third season. But we'll just watch the other two over and over and over again for a while. You know, that's me. I watched season one over and over and over and over again. About a week ago, I watched them all the way up to the episode that had dropped. But once it's done, I'm going to watch them several times back to back, just over and over and over again. I like to do that because I notice things that I don't notice the first time I watch. So I also, with Ted Lasso's, watched them twice right away. So I watched the episode one time, and then I watch it again because I'm serious. There are things that I don't quite intake into my brain the first time because I really get involved in the series. I get breathless when I'm supposed to be breathless, frightened when I'm supposed to be frightened. So the second time, I know what the outcome is, so I can watch it more relaxed and actually see the components that are coming together to create the story. So I love it. Highly recommend it. In some cases, I have to have subtitles so I can understand it because they speak fast. Some have brogues and dialects, which I absolutely adore, but that way you can you can read it and understand it. And that way you can kind of keep up with the jokes and stuff. I also freeze frame it the second time so I can read. There's some texting involved in the show. So I freeze so I can read the text. Yeah. First time I just let it roll. And then the second time I do all of that, but that's what I love about it. Just my speed. Just my thing, just my thing. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I love it. So you're right. I'm waiting for more with Ted and the team psychiatrist after his big bombshell. Yes. And I'm not going to say anything more about that because you haven't seen it. So no spoilers. He hasn't done it yet, but we're coming dangerously close. And you see what I mean? He's trying to have this conversation, but it really needs to be between us because I don't want it to spoil it for you. So read on. So read on. Love Jenny's picture. Thank you. It's really, really great. Really, really awesome. So I love it. So here we've got people who have nothing better to do in their life. And that's a shame, isn't it? I hope they got it out of their system. Do you think they've been at home too long and they're one of those people that has to have a little bodily contact, so they have to say those 3 words in order to feel better? Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Only on YouTube. Sometimes it happens and you just go, really? All right, moving on. Love, happy. Thank you, Ava. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. Murdoch Mysteries on Acorn. They just announced season 15. What? You know what? You, Stephen, bring out a great thing. What is the show? My husband told me about it, and I can't remember. Let me just. May I have a minute to look real quickly? These guys are telling me I think I already refilled it, so I'm not gonna. We can bag them. Check it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. But what I wanted to look up was the show. You may know which show I'm talking about. That's like in a gazillion seasons. I'm gonna go to. Oh wait, that's not what I need to do. Okay. I'm going to go. Just give me a minute because I got to find the title of it because you guys know it. I know you guys know it. And if I could remember it, I would. But I'm going to find it here. I'm trying to see if they'll show me past searches. I don't know if it will. Let's look under DVD. Oh, Coronation Street. Have you guys heard about this? Coronation Street? And you want, because here, Murdoch Mysteries, season 15, Coronation Street started in, wait for it, 1969, and is still running. Still running. In fact, exclusive. A lot of it is exclusive. There's a couple of DVDs, box sets, some things you can buy on Prime to see the series. I've never seen the series, but it's still going strong since 1969. Yeah. When they landed on the moon, yeah, since then. And now. So they're like, and I never really followed or heard of it or anything. So we're going to watch one or two just so I can get a feel of it. But imagine the transition do they all transition? They call it a soap opera, but have you seen this? Do you like this? Have you seen as many seasons as you could? Because maybe you weren't born around 69. But my husband told me all about it. It's just so amazing to see when somebody, gets that, comes out. So yes, Karen. Yes. Good for you, Angie. I've reported that. Thank you, Angie. I love you. See, this is a good lesson for you if you're a YouTuber or you're on YouTube and you do these live shows. If you get a troll, as Angie calls it, the people who are more savvy, like Angie, protect you. And I want to thank you, Angie, for taking good care of me. She did something nice for someone else. And I feel, and I'm sure she does, a whole lot better. We feel a whole lot better. I appreciate that, Angie. Thank you so much. I once had a while back, I had a guy who just decided, he got so angry with me because I talked about the pandemic. I think it was the pandemic. Anyway, he got really upset that's what I talked about. He got really, and he started to gripe on the channel, and all of you went after him and said, hey, if you don't like it, there's a gesture you can do. You can leave. And you guys are just great. You guys are just wonderful. So if you have a channel and you got a hater or 2 or 3 or 5 on there, don't get in the rabbit hole of the haters. Go with the people that love you and that you love, and just keep moving along. You saw that I just slid, I just flew right past them, hovered, and got to the good stuff. Because, when the bad stuff is there, you just skip to the good stuff, don't you? And I did. Yay. Good for you, Joseph. Thank you for putting some love on Kevin. I don't have the names offhand, but I'm going back, and they had the names somewhere. I'll find them. See, Melissa. Here's something about Melissa. Melissa has this ability to find stuff. She is the super detective. If you have something that you would like to have, tell Melissa, because she's going to find it for you. She's not going to buy it for you, but she's going to find it for you so you can buy it. Okay. She's really good. She's part of Terry's tribe, and she's never, ever failed me. She's amazing. And I don't know how she does it, but I love her for doing it, because she's made my husband and I very happy in finding a couple of things that we just had trouble finding. And she did it. Nate, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Not saying none of us are staying long, buddy, because I have a very busy day today too. And I've promised everybody that the latest will be 11 o'clock, but it may end earlier, simply because aren't we eager? I mean, if your weather is anything like California now, where Burbank is in this, I woke up in today and where I live is 58 degrees. Wow. Let me tell you, I had coffee. I'm just so happy. All weekend. So happy, because it was my cool weather and overcast. Yeah, overcast. Yeah. People say, why in the heck is Terry in California when she loves the overcast, the weather, and praying for rain? And the news on Friday allowed Northern California to brag again because they got rain. And they were always so. I was jealous. I was envious. I'm not going to lie. Love the rain. Rain makes me want to knit, crochet, but mostly sculpt. So, like I need an excuse, right, Nate? Nate says, cannot wait to see you, my friend. Safe travels. Yes, I can't wait to see you either, and your mother. What a delight. What a delight. I love meeting people's moms. and she was adorable. She's doing much better. For those of you who sent your prayers to Nate for his mom, she sounded really good. She was very upbeat, and she's ready. She got so excited when she saw the Giggling Pumpkins book because she's ready to write her book. And just between you and me, we're trying to get her to illustrate it too. Nate says she's really talented as an artist, but the confidence level. So hopefully, Nate, your mom will bring us some of her drawings. I would love for her to bring a few to show me. She may or may not do that because she's shy, but I hope she's not, because I'd love to see them. But that, excited. Safe travels. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. So guys, here's the deal. Here is the deal in a nutshell. Friday, I will be doing an Ask Me Anything, but it'll be from the farm. It'll be very interesting. We won't have the cool cameras, but we will have a really cool guest. I'm hoping that I can kidnap my author and she can sit and chat with you, and we can kind of share with you a little bit about what we're up to and what we're doing. For us, it will be 12:30 Eastern time, but you might catch us having lunch. You see, I may not be downing my shake, but I might be eating. So if that offends thee, maybe I'll go like this or hide myself. I'm eating. But in any case, we will be here Friday for the Ask Me Anything. And we'll pull in and talk about the book a little bit and our book tour and how we're getting ready for the Warm Glow event, which happens this coming weekend. And it's the building that looks like a burning candle. So if you've really wanted to see that, I have, then you can go over there, check out the candle, check out the crafts, and look for our table. You will be able to find me because I'll be, how hard is this to find? And then look for the bright blue book, because that book is bright and blue and cute and adorable. And I hope you'll come and buy one. If you haven't had one, have us autograph it for you, or at least come by and say hello. Okay. I look really forward to seeing you. Can't wait. And I hope you all have a lovely week. Please stay safe out there. Please stay positive out there. And consider investing in seeing something positive that will lift up your heart, make you feel good, make you laugh, make you cry, and wish you were a part of it. Ted Lasso. Congratulations to the entire cast, writers, and production department. Everyone that had a hand in making Ted Lasso. You have changed my life and made it that much better. Okay. My life is great and is really, really great, but I'm very happy to say it's greater. Okay. I love watching it. And before I go, one more thing. I watched a show called, what did my husband call it? But it has the character of Becky Sharp in it. It is a book that I never read. Vanity Fair. Ooh, it's Monday and I remembered. Boop, 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 boop. Vanity Fair, it's called. And I watched a British version, a British series version I did not have to pay for on Amazon Prime. So if you own Prime, look for the series. If you're interested in Vanity Fair, it has, I believe, Michael Palin doing the carnival barker. And it's very cool. But in Ted Lasso, there in the first season, there's a dastardly man named Rupert. This guy is really good. I think Rupert, if he was an animal, would be a cobra. And he really is a scary character, a veteran actor. My husband has seen him in a lot of stuff. But in this particular sequence, he is introduced into the series, and I swear you think he might be the devil or Dracula. And in Vanity Fair doesn't go there, okay? That's not the direction it's going. But I'll tell you, the way that they lit it and everything is so flippin' scary, and he is really, really scary. And when she opens the door and you see him standing there, you go, that's a door you should close and lock right now. And no words are spoken. Open the door, see the shot. Yeah, close that door, okay? You know what I mean? So beautifully done. If you get a chance, even just to see that bit. The guy who plays Rupert is really, really good at playing villains that are terrifying. He is a terrifying villain. And just he's the kind of villain, so you get a villain who's outright, right? And then you get the villains that your skin crawls, that you just get this bad feeling and something inside tells you ought to close that door. Yeah, you ought to do it like you should have never unlocked it in the first place. Maybe you should have used the people, saw him and said, yeah, no, I'm going to pretend I'm not home. Yeah, that kind of a guy. Scary. Really scary. In a show called Vanity Fair, look for the British series, and look for the British series that you don't have to pay for. So you don't have to go to Brit TV, Acorn TV to see it. It is free on Prime. You can watch it and check it out. It's pretty cool. And the other clue, if you're interested in seeing what I'm talking about, then what you do is you look for Michael Palin as the carnival barker in the opening sequence and the title sequences. Okay. Don't know if you're interested, but this weekend, because I made it a double family day, I got to start to see some things I was curious about in the realm of, like, I love Downton Abbey and I play it at night while I sleep. So I really know it. I did not get introduced to Downton Abbey till after the first movie. This is how busy I get. So to be able to watch it on Netflix right through, and then the movie you have to pay for, but I got a beautiful box set. So now I'm watching them on DVDs. My point is that there's a character in there, and if you love Downton Abbey, you'll know her, O'Brien, who's another great villain, by the way, along with Barrow, who's another great villain, and Barrow looks like Martin Landau. So you can't, just really young Martin Landau from North by Northwest. It's just uncanny. He's amazing. Both very, very nice people, I understand, but they play great villains. Anyway, Miss O'Brien says, back in the knife box, Miss Sharp. And I mentioned that to my husband and told him what it meant to me. But he said it actually came from Vanity Fair. So that's how we got to Vanity Fair, to learn more. And that's kind of the thing I like to do, is follow a thread to something else and then a new bouquet of visuals open. And I love a good story. I'm all about a good story. So I love you guys. Hugs, kisses. Bob says all those adjectives you use to describe Ted Lasso is what you do for us. I apologize, the spelling is wrong on his name, but you called it right on that show. Yes, 2 S's, but that's okay. Lasso, I know what it, I mean, I am the chief when it comes to spelling challenge. I'm getting better. Thank you, spell check. If I can get close, spell check helps me, and I actually look at it and focus so that I can, so please don't, I think I told you that I did a piece for Guillermo del Toro. And when I did this piece for Guillermo del Toro, the thing that was the scariest part about doing this entire sculpture was spelling his name wrong, Bob. Seriously, I must have checked it a million times, because the last thing you want to do is present this to someone that you admire. And he says, I love it, but you spelled my name wrong. You wake up, you're sleeping. You wake up, that's your nightmare, So that's why I'm with you on the spelling. So you don't need to apologize. I get it. I would have even said spell checker tried to correct you. See, you could have just been chill, but you're always so honest. So thank you. It's a great show. It's a great thing to do. It's a great way to break from Disney for a little bit and see what good story really is. The magic I'm finding with writers is to watch a season that has that, like, second season, and realize that first season has, I can't even describe how it is so like a cat's cradle. You wonder, maybe they had treatments for 5 seasons in the hope that it would go, and maybe that's how the writers do it. But I tell you, if they ever did a Q&A, I would want to talk to the concept of how you make something reflect and intertwine in areas where you didn't know if you were going to be there yet. And how does it go back and forth? I love it when they do that. I love that. Downton Abbey has a real good ability to do that. So when you see people do that, it's so cool. It's just so cool. So I love a good story. I'm all about a good story. My husband says I could watch the film and it could be green. I got to have good sound, and a good story. So that's what I love about films is good story. If the story is not good, it breaks your heart. Black Widow. Story wasn't good, and it broke my heart. Yeah. So, and I love her. I love her. I think I would have. I mean, they took her teeth. They took the teeth out of her. And I'm sorry because man, when she's in what is it, an Iron Man? My husband says it was an Iron Man 3 or Iron Man something. I'm not a Marvelite, so forgive me if I'm screwing up. But man, when she's first introduced, you just fall in love with how rough and tumble she is, and you just love you. So anyway, I love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Thank you for allowing me to end early. I have so much to do, and so do you. Great, beautiful weather outside. Go out and enjoy it. We've been cooped up inside way too long. So I totally understand that if you're not in here watching me, you can always catch me later or walk in the beautiful thing and listen. But I appreciate you coming and taking your time and reaching out. Kevin, prayers your way. Keep up the good work. Listen to your lovely wife. Listen to the doctors. Be safe. Be well. And we'll see you on Friday. Okay, everybody, do something nice for someone else as you have done for me today. It'll make them feel so much better. Bye for now.